Hello, Cooper Clever 1972 here, Question Noise Brian. So I'm doing this pickups, not pickups, to watch pile video, but it's going to be probably split up into many videos because I have a lot of stuff that I own that I have not seen, and it'll take quite a while. And I did a video. I have done some of the video already, but there's other movies that I didn't show on this video that I've yet to watch. And if I did that, it'd go at least a few hours. So it looks like an hour right now, around an hour right now. So I think I'm just going to, at this point, just leave it this way. I'll probably have, I think I have more parts to follow. And also don't want my hard drive getting so full that it screws up with my files on my computer and stuff. Um, and this is just the start to tell you the Hiroshima song sneak peeks of the album coming hopefully soon. I'm trying to get my cousin's daughter to get the sound files so I can insert them into the songs of her singing, and then I gotta get my friend Sock to re-record the narration, but he did the poem already, so we're getting there. And then just before I start off the video, I said I was working on other songs too, and one of those songs is called Audition, and I did work on it for a long time on, I think it was Sunday night, for several hours, and I said it'd be a long song. I've said it on several streams with people that I've been on and videos I've done that I'll probably be like a 20, 25, 30-minute song. And it was a long song when I cut it down. I cut it down to about 19 minutes, but I'm not satisfied with it yet. And I think if I put it up on YouTube, I don't think it sounds right. So I think it needs more work. I think it has promise. I think parts of it are good, and I like to have like segues into different kind of musical motifs and themes. So I think I'm going to have to go back and work on it, maybe add some stuff, maybe take some stuff out, because I don't think it's working. Maybe even make it shorter. Maybe, I don't know. But right now, can't do it. That won't work, I don't think. So anyways, the two songs you'll hear from the Hiroshima album for this video are Hate and Why. And I think I'll put Why at the start, and I'll put Hate at the end. And they're about 2 minutes each. Yeah, and I'll put those two pieces of music in separate videos of their own, and also put them on the Rocking Ronin 47 channel. Put it right here so you can take a look at that and other pieces of music I've composed that I put on that channel that's strictly for just music that I've done, and that is also featured on the Cooper Clever 1972 channel, but is only the Rocking Ronin channel is just music and nothing else, and the Cooper Clever is everything else. So with the music. So all right, enough talk. Enjoy the video. Hello, Kubrick Lover 1972 here. Of course, you know me as Brian, and this will be a different video than the ones you usually see. And just a preface, just before I get into this video, which you'll see the title, which is films that I own that I have yet to watch. Anyways, I'll get to that in just a second. I'm going to have an intro just before this, and I'm going to have 2 more Hiroshima songs. I'm still waiting on getting the album finished, and I'll get into detail with that before all this starts. So I'll get into detail all about that in another part of the video. But anyways, let's get to this part. I also want to say right now that I got a copyright strike on my last video. Not my music, but my what was it? A video pickups video, because I use Monty Python, the Holy Grail intermission music, and I don't think I've ever got a strike for that before, because I used it maybe once or twice in the video, and I think it. Well, there's weird things about copyright laws, but I think I used it like 4 times or three times in the last video. So like it, you know, I'm doing 20 seconds each for each time I use it. So maybe if you had 20 times 3, that's like 60. That's 60 seconds. It's 1 minute's worth of material from a movie. And I think it's like splitting hairs or whatever. And, you know, I think the lawyers are really the ones that worry about the profits and are just, you know, they just want it. They want to get the money. Sometimes the artists don't even really care. Maybe Monty Python does care. So in that particular case, and I might use it in this film, I'm going to do my own version of intermission music. So I'm going to make my own intermission sign. I don't know how exactly what I'll do, and then I'm going to put my own music, not the Monty Python music that you hear in the Holy Grail, so I don't get that copyright problem. I don't get a second strike on my channel. And that previous video of the pickups, I think it was a pickups video with the Monty Python music. I think I'm going to take that down from my channel and re-edit it, the video. I'm going to take out those intermission parts, you know, and put in my own home-tailored intermission parts, and ask YouTube if they could take that strike off. I don't know if I'm if I have a limited amount of time in order to tell them I want my strike pulled off. If you know about that strike pull off, you know, like how much of a time period or whatever, how it works. If you know that, just write it down there, because I really would like to know. So yeah, I sort of think it's petty, you know, that they're like splitting hairs over me using the intermission music, because I couldn't figure out what it was at first, the copyright issue. I thought, is it me using that Severin sign covering the like naked people on the front of the covers of some of the Severin movies? Is that it? Am I showing pictures, just pictures of movies, and they're splitting hairs over that? But I don't think that's the case, because I've done that in tons of videos, and other people have on YouTube too, so that's not the case. But I thought maybe the actual Severin sign itself that was covering the pictures of the movies, I thought maybe that's what I was doing. But then after the video was posted on YouTube, then I noticed at the bottom of the video it said Monty Python and the Holy Grail, so that's what it was, and it said copyright, and that's when I knew what it was for. So I'm going to take that video off. I don't know exactly when. I'm going to re-edit it, which is kind of a pain, because I got to go dig it out of my external excuse me, my external hard drive. I have to dig it out of there, put it onto my iMovie, and then pull it off, you know, like put it on the timeline, and then re-edit the whole thing. I'm going to be right back because my throat is really bothering me. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. I got a can of Arizona tea to drink to help me. I was sick last week, but I don't know if that's part of the sickness hanging on or if it's just I don't know. But anyways, um, so let's get to the topic, and I'm gonna be pausing this video fairly soon. It just won't stop. Product placement. Am I gonna get sued for this? You know, I just thought of that. Arizona tea. Hey YouTube, am I getting sued for this? I'm just sort of joking there. Anyways, let's get to the topic. Maybe you're tired of me yammering on, but so one of the people in the film community on YouTube, he brought up this topic of films you own that you have yet to watch in your watch pile. So I put up watch pile on the video, but technically it's not a watch pile that I have of films to watch. What I usually do is I say to myself, watch after I've watched a movie, like my next movie to watch, I'll say, sometimes let's go with one of the movies I'd like to watch soon. Okay, I watched 2 movies recently. I bought a whole bunch of arrows during the Easter sale, and sometimes I feel like I should watch things based on a certain kind of theme, like all Japanese films, or I should watch all my Criterions first that I haven't watched yet. Or I should watch all of my Kurosawa I've seen most of Kurosawa that I own, but like, and some of those movies, like for example, I'm trying to think of a director that I own that I haven't watched. I've seen the movies, but I haven't watched my actual copies of. Um, it's unbelievable. You have all these films and you're stumped. When you're on camera. You know what I mean? I've watched a lot of the directors I have in one bookcase. So I'm trying to think. I don't know. There's one director I was thinking of. I don't know. I mean, like the Godfather. I used to have that on tape, 1 and 2, and I'd watch it here and there. And then I got the box set, the DVD box set with number 3, which here to trail off just for a second here, but I guess 3 gets a lot of hate. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. I saw a portion of. I mean, I saw 3 a while back, and then I was at my sister-in-law's grandmother's house, and it was playing on the TV, on the cable, and I only saw the very starting. And if you watch the very starting of Godfather 3, it just regurgitates the parts of 1 and 2, which doesn't seem very imaginative compared to number 2. Number 2 being one of the best sequels ever made, I think. Some people think Godfather 2 is better than Godfather 1. I probably like Godfather 1 a little bit more, but they're pretty. Both of them are excellent films. Not just mafia films, but great milestone films. And yeah, Goodfellas is a very good mafia film too. I probably prefer Godfather 1 over Goodfellas. I don't, but that doesn't mean Goodfellas is not a good movie because it's an excellent movie. It's kind of like I guess my friend just says it's kind of gritty, so find out kind of messy. I think he says messy, whereas The Godfather is very Shakespearean and very romanticizes the mafia, Um, but and how that relates to Godfather 3. I've heard a few people talk on YouTube like saying that Godfather 3 really isn't that bad. It's like some of those types of films like well, I don't have any children, but it's like saying you have three children, but the third child you're not too fond of, but you should like all your children equally. Is that a good comparison? Um, like you like pizza and you like hamburgers, but hot dogs aren't bad either. Something like that. It's just Godfather 3. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. The helicopter scene. I think it's a helicopter that has machine guns, and they blast them off on this. Maybe it was a penthouse of a skyscraper or something. That was a pretty cool scene, I guess. But I haven't seen that in a long time. I'm digressing. So I guess I'm trying to get to the point, which is I don't technically have a watch pile. I don't have like a. I mean, I put some right here in front of me, and right next to the what do you call it, the computer on my desk. But they just sit in the bookcases, and I just say, well, I'm in the mood for this, or I'm going to stay on the theme of like a director like Bong Joon-ho, or I'm going to do mafia films, or I'm going to do Criterions. I'm going to try and finish my Criterions. Like I had that goal of doing Criterions. Like, what I'll do right now is just watch all my Criterions. But then I've been buying these Vinegar Syndromes, which I'll show in an upcoming video. They're being shipped to me soon. I think I'm going to show my next pickup video when I've paid off my whole credit card. And I don't know if I'm boring you, but I'm going to talk anyways. I sort of revised my opinion, and this sort of relates to what this video is about. I revised my, not an opinion, but like when the Criterion sales usually happen at Barnes & Noble on the flash sales on their website, Criterion's website, I buy tons of their movies. And this year, unlike other years, I bought movies from different boutique labels like Arrow, Severin, and Vinegar Syndrome. So I put a dent in my wallet, which usually is set aside for Criterion. And there was a bunch of Criterions I wanted to buy during this sale, and I'm still getting a few more. And I have a Barnes & Noble MasterCard, so when I spend up to $2,500 on it, I get a $25 Barnes & Noble gift card. But anyways, so I've been able to get a few Criterions that way. And I've also been able to pick up a few more Arrows that looked interesting. So Arrows are on sale at the same time Criterions are. They were on sale before the Criterion sale, and they're going to end somewhere, I think it's in the middle of July. Whereas, hang on a sec. Okay, that was my alarm for my Japanese class, which is going to begin in about 5 minutes on YouTube. I want to go to Japan. That's the reason why I want to stop buying movies, and that's why this video topic, looking at your watch pile, sounds intriguing to me. And I thought watching um, Mike, Gray 1951's media channel, YouTube channel, I'll put it right here, and follow that with the video place, Rick, his channel right there. It will follow Mike's, because I put it up for 30 seconds each, so that you have enough time to it's a register in your brain, like subtitles in foreign films. They should stay long enough on the screen, so you can read them and not go flash by too fast that you're constantly rewinding the disc and trying to figure out what they were saying. So, anyways, and that's what I do when I watch foreign movies. If I miss a line, okay, I didn't stop the computer, but I just let it go for 20 seconds because I want to cut what I just did, which was wipe my nose. I think it's kind of gross to show that on screen here. But anyways, what was I talking about? Now I can't remember that. I think I'm going to pause it now, and I'm going to watch Japanese language class, and then I'll continue on my way. I'll get to finally showing my watch back. So I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, now I remember. I had to rewatch that earlier part of the video there, so I could remember. And that was just a recap there. If I watch a foreign film and I miss a line, I'll go back and I'll read the line, because I don't feel like it's good to keep going with the movie without knowing what has been said before, even if it's just one line, because it can affect, what happens after it. Also, that's the same with commentaries with me. I can sometimes zone out. I'll listen to the commentary, and all of a sudden I'll zone out. I won't. I'll just sort of lose touch with what's being said. Like in one case, I have the Criterion of David Cronenberg's Naked Lunch, and I find it kind of a boring movie. I like David Cronenberg's films a lot, the ones I've seen, and that particular movie I'm not wild about. I guess some people are saying that read the book Naked Lunch and it will make more sense to you, but I don't know. It had David Cronenberg directing, and it had Peter Weller, from RoboCop, a film I really enjoy, RoboCop. And it just doesn't work for me. It's just a bore, And I think I watched it all the way through, but the commentary I fell asleep three times on it, So, and yeah, I have the Criterion of that, and I don't know. It's kind of a boring movie in my opinion, and doesn't make any sense to me, and is ridiculous, So. All right. Well, anyways, I don't have a set watch pile, but I thought I'd sort of make one, if you will, and these are some of the movies I want to watch, and maybe I'll make this video into parts, so you can see the varieties of movies that I want to watch. Maybe this will be a long video, and maybe I'll have to do it over a series of days. So, anyways. So I'm going to cheat a little, because I haven't shown my latest pickups, and that's another video. And I think in that particular case, I'm going to wait until my credit card is paid down to zero, and then I will show all my movies. I don't even think I'll wait until that part of the credit card is paid off. I think I'm going to wait until it goes down to absolute zero. So I'm cheating in the fact that this movie, Horrors of Malformed Men, which is an Arrow release, is one of those pickups. But well, now I got to pause the video again. Hang on. Okay, so what made me buy this from the latest Barnes & Noble 50% off Arrow sale that's happening right now at the same time as Criterion, but happened a little earlier before the Criterion sale kicked off, and then it's going to end somewhere in the middle of July, I believe, before the Criterion sale ends somewhere at the end of July. Because the Arrow sale will end somewhere in the middle, I think, and then Criterion sale at Barnes & Noble will end somewhere at the end of July. But anyways, what propelled me to buy this is these films that I showed in a pickup video. This one I wanted to watch based on the pictures I saw inside the booklet, and just the title, Shogun's Joy of Torture. I don't know if I'm gonna. I used to do reviews on my channel. Maybe I'll do some in the future, but I don't want to be a talking head, and I just don't want to prattle on about things that. Sometimes I guess you can be interesting just by talking about it. Maybe sometimes not. I don't know. I just want to spice things up, I guess, if I talk about it. Maybe I'm interesting enough. Maybe I have to accompany what I'm talking about by pictures. But what I just try to say it in a nutshell, or try to say it as succinctly as I can. Just the title kind of drew me to the movie, and the pictures inside. And it was kind of like a exploitation movie, maybe, but very well crafted, very good cinematography, costume sets. Set during the shogunate era of Japan. Like Tokugawa Ieyasu's family's time period. Like maybe it was the 1600s. But anyways, so like Criterion, they have like people on there on the special features talking about the films. And so he mentioned two other films. Well, actually, he mentioned three other films this guy had made. Teruo Ishii. Ishii's his last name, and Teruo, that's his first name, something like that. So I before I got those arrows, I had another film of his called Blind Woman's Curse. That maybe I'll show that in this video. I haven't watched that yet, but that's with Meiko Kaji, who's like a big Japanese actress. She's big stuff. Like she's like the Meryl Streep of Japan. She's up there with the Tsukahara, Chishu Ryo. Oh no, Chishu Ryo's a man. What am I talking about? Michiko Kyo. Yes. Isuzu Yamada. She's up there with those Japanese actresses. But anyways, she was in Lady Snowblood, which is a Criterion, which comes with the sequel. The sequel's not that fantastic, in my opinion. And but you can hear some of the music from Lady Snowblood and Kill Bill. Maybe that's why I bought it. And then she was in a series of floor prison exploitation films called Lady Prisoner Scorpion, which I really enjoyed. A friend of mine let me borrow his box set of it, and then I bought my own box set as well of those films. They are just fantastically entertaining, and I really love them. Those are Arrows. That's a box set. It might be. I think it's on sale, and I have no idea when I'll get this video out. So who knows? Maybe if I put this video out on YouTube, and maybe the sale or the Arrows would be over. So I don't know. What can I do? But anyways, so he made another movie in the vein of this one called Orgies of Ada. Sort of traipsing or walking along the same kind of line as this one. This one's like more violence and blood, and there's sex in it too, but like, and this one's more, as the title suggests, Orgies of Ada. It's more centered on sensual pleasure. I think this is more centered more into pain. More into pain. It has a very sexual scenes to it as well, but it has a lot of torture pain stuff in it. And this one, I think, well, I watched this too. I watched both of these. This one, I think it had a little bit of torture in it, but basically, it's just basically pleasure, sexual pleasure, people having sexual pleasure. So the same director, I guess they call it a trilogy of sorts. I don't know if they're totally. These two are not really the character. They're like anthology films. There's more than one story in the film. So this is another one by the same director. It's called Horrors of Malformed Men. I would never have known about this film had the guy, the person talk about the director on the Shogun's Joy of Torture, and that's how I found out about this film. And this film was one of my pickups. So, and there's a few other pickups, by the way. I can't remember if I said this or not just a few minutes ago, but there's a few other movies. I think I'll show in this video that were pickups that I have not yet showed as a video of pickups. So I'm going to be redundant in another video, but please excuse that. So, but anyways, I think I can go real fast through some of these things because I haven't seen them, so I can't really talk about them. And you've already seen them in the previous video showing pickups. So, anyways, so I like to get like Arrows, like one of the areas I'd like to dig into and really spend a lot of time. So, well, like Tideland is one. That's the Terry Gilliam. That's one of the films I bought because it's based on a friend of mine. I've bought a few movies that he has or he likes, and I thought maybe possibly I would find them interesting as well. So that's one of them. And he says people are divided on that movie, so that's sort of interesting. If they're divided, maybe that will spark my interest, and get me really involved with the movie. But anyways, and then this one was suggested by Aaron Pinn. I looked at like a little bit of it, but that's like a period piece. I think it's the 1800s. So I guess I'll put that. I don't know if I'm doing a good job with this like watch pile because I don't know when I'll get to these. Sometimes I like to rewatch movies I already seen too, So, but like here's I'm just showing some of my watch pile, and I'm basically this video is basically showing you the movies I have not seen, not the movies I have seen. So, Graveyards of Honor. I think it's two different stories. Maybe I've said this before in a previous video. I hope I'm not boring you. Come drink with me. I showed this. It's got a slip. It's King Hu. And I've got, maybe in another portion of the video, I will show you another King Hu film that I've yet to watch called Dragon Inn. Dragon Inn, and another film I have watched called Touch of Zen, which I love to death. Is that the right way to put it? It's a really, really good Asian movie. and it's like five Asian movies knit together, like a nature film and a history film and a romance and a action film and a Buddhist film. I think that's how the way it sort of goes, you know. But I like that film a lot, and it's like 3 hours long, but I love it. And I maybe I've only watched it once, but I'd love to watch it again. Here's another one, Yoshida. I don't know what this is about. I think it's like 3 discs. Yeah, it's 3 discs. So I'm going to stick to Asian movies for a second here. So there's sort of a theme going on here. Yurizumi, I have no idea what this is about, but I guess she has a tattoo on her body. So, and was it Shogun's Joy to Torture? That was a tattoo artist who was showing like painful stuff on people's bodies, and this lord or whatever. Yes, this lord didn't think much of his latest tattoo that he put on a woman, so the back of a woman. So he says, the tattooist says, "I want to make another tattoo to be the greatest piece of art I've ever done, but I need your help. I need to take pictures, not photos because it's in the past, but so I can draw pictures and then make a tattoo of it of torture scenes, of you torturing people." So, but anyways. I don't know if it's really as threatening as it sounds. I don't know. Some people might not like it. I don't know. I mean, I watched Come and See, and I guess it's a hard watch for people. I'd like to watch it again. I've seen it twice. I don't know. I mean, I know it's a very dark movie. I like depressing movies a lot. I like Fassbinder a lot. I do like uplifting movies like Up, or The Incredibles, but I do like my depressing movies, and Fassbinder is like one of my favorite directors, and what's that word? He soaks into tragic movies. He only made one happy ending film. 8 hours make 8 hours don't make a day, which is I think pretty not that bad. And maybe I'd watch that again. And it only has a happy ending because the people that were funding the film would only give him the money provided he give it a happy ending, and that was for German television, I believe. This is another bloodthirsty trilogy. I think it's like a vampire Japanese films. So I'm sort of going to rush, in a certain sense. Kinji Fukasaku and Battles Without Honor and Humanity. So is it a trilogy? Yes, it's a trilogy. So that'll take me some time, And yeah, so we've got, oops. My Blu-rays weren't being cooperative with me. So like, those last two were trilogies, and this is another trilogy here. I really like buying box sets or like series of films or like long movies. I like to get, like really like, to borrow another term, bathe, like soak myself into long movies. I really like that. I mean, I like short films. I like regular length films, but to watch a really long, intricate movie, or maybe it's a simple movie, but I like that. I really like that, This is it's a trilogy, I believe. So these are blind buys, basically. And, these are some, well, I'll show you this one because it's another one that I picked. I don't think no, I didn't show this yet for a pickup video, but I'll show this when my next pickups. Don't look now. A YouTuber called Crash Picture Show, Marty. He was featured on another YouTuber, Night Watch Zone. did a show, and he featured YouTubers, and I guess he asked them, like, what is the scariest thing you've seen in a movie? And one of those people he asked was Marty. Oh, hang on, I gotta stop the thing. Okay, I just had to attend to something. Anyways, I was talking about Don't Look Now. This is out of print. This is a Criterion, and I did see this at Criterion sales in the past. So I bought this off of eBay, used, but it was in good condition. I haven't looked at it yet, but it's a Criterion, so. And I don't know. Marty said there's this really scary scene in it, so I thought maybe I'll try it. And I have no idea when I'm going to watch all these things, and so. And this was another film. I think I've seen this. It's a Alain Delon. I guess it's directed by Joseph Losey. I think it's French. Alain Delon, I believe, was French. But it's about the Holocaust. I think with the trailer, I think I looked at the trailer on here, or maybe I looked on Criterion's website and saw some of it. Maybe it was a trailer, or maybe it was a scene from it. So I know it's about the Holocaust. So, it's about World War II and Jews in Europe and all that, and Nazis. Okay, so, and here's another one. It's a pickup. I'll be showing in a future video. And this one and this one I bought with the Barnes & Noble 50% off Arrow sale. So I bought this. And I got these with my gift card. So yeah, so with the Barnes & Noble gift cards, I have used some for some more for getting also Criterions, and then I'm going to, there's another one I believe coming when my next billing cycle starts, so I'll get a few more. But I decided on not getting the whole bunch, a lot of them, and I think partially that's due to the fact that I bought Arrows and Severance and Vinegar Syndromes, and it got in the way of me buying lots of Criterions, and yeah, I think I was managing my money poorly, but I managed it much better now. Oh, I'm in a better place, and I've wanted to go to Japan for years, and I think to myself, you have all these movies, you haven't watched them, and you're probably going to want to rewatch some of them. Like I watched, what's that movie? I've watched, Parasite a few times, so I think some other ones. Oh yeah, Come and See. I've seen that like twice, but so yeah, so I think I've heard this film's not fantastic, but it looks like the special features are interesting. Linda Hamilton's in this pre-Terminator. I don't know. I thought maybe it'd be kind of cool because it's kind of a cult film, I guess. Here's two films. I'm just gonna jump real fast into them. And Sinful Dwarf, I guess it's supposed to be really what do you call it? I can't think of the word. Sick, or I don't know. Very I might put a sign over this because it has a picture of a nude butt, and I don't want to take any chances. But in case you're wondering what it is and you don't see the cover, it's A Sinful Dwarf released by Severin, and I guess it's a very controversial film, and I guess the title appealed to me, and I guess I've heard about it, so who knows? I don't know. And I don't know when I'll watch it. I asked online, is it a Salo type watch? And they're saying not to that extreme, so I don't know. and the Devil's Honey. I think I can. I don't know if I can show that on YouTube or not with this cleavage. You know what? Yeah, I might block this one too. But what I'm putting up on screen is The Devil's Honey by Lucio Fulci. And it has a lot of special features on it too. I haven't really delved into Severin, so buying a whole bunch. And I bought, Aaron Pin was talking about these DVDs that were being clearanced and how they have all these special features, the Severin sales, because he shows all these sales on his channel. So that compelled me to buy them, but I don't know. All these sales and everything I got so sucked into, and it sort of changed my sight away from the goalpost, which was my usual buying pattern, which was buying Criterions, because I have so many. But it isn't necessarily a bad thing that I'm not going to buy a lot during this July sale. Is November, and maybe not even November, because I think I gotta say for Japan, Japan's not cheap. It can be cheap, depending on what you do. You don't necessarily have to make it expensive, but things I want to do, I want to take Japan Airlines, which I think is not one of the cheapest airlines. But there's a good thing about it, like them and I think Delta or one of them, they use fuel that's good for the environment. Well, not good for the environment, but cuts down on the carbon emissions or whatever. And there's this group called Samurai Tours, and they're Better Business Bureau, and I think I'm going to go with them because I've looked at their website over the years, and the only thing I'm wondering about is I think you have to do a lot of walking, and I got to get in shape. I got to get in shape anyways. I feel better. I feel better when I'm in shape. But I don't know if I want to do tons of walking. I guess I could. I don't know. That's the future. But I got to start saving up no matter what tour group I take. I'll probably take a tour group and I want to see all these kinds of cities in Japan. Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Hiroshima, probably maybe Nagasaki, Nara, Kamakura, Mount Fuji. I don't know if I can see all that, and I don't know if I can see all the kinds of events like sumo match or no play or kabuki play or banraku puppetry or, I think I want to make 2 trips. And I was thinking originally 3 weeks and then a 2-week trip, but I think it's going to be 2 2-week trips. But that you have to think that out. And it takes a few years, I believe. So, and here's did I show these? I'm trying to remember. Yes, I did. I showed these. So these are some ones that I like to watch. I'm no man of Shandy Gore. These are Vinegar Syndrome's partner label one, Videophobia, which is a Japanese one. And this is a Russian one, Ilya Muromets. It's like I don't know, 10 Commandments Ben-Hur of the Russian film industry or whatever. I don't know. And this is Mark Scorsese's second film, I think, Boxcar Bertha. So I haven't seen that. And I've seen a lot of Martin Scorsese. So yeah, I'd like to watch that. Again, this is another thing with the case of The Sinful Dwarf. Don't know when I'll watch this, but this is one, and it's got a 4K disc in here. I just noticed. I got a 4K disc with another movie I bought, and I don't have a 4K player, but I have a friend who has a 4K player in the UK, and my other friend who lives in the UK visits him. So I sent it to my friend in the UK, and he sent it to his friend, our mutual friend, who has a 4K player, when he went to see him one time. So I don't know if he wants this. Maybe he does. I don't know. I'll run it by my friend, but But anyways, the reason why I say it is it's a 4K, So yeah, he's not obligated to take it, of course, Just I'm just saying it's a 4K. So. And I want to watch these Black Mama, White Mama. I think that's a British edition. I think my friend in the UK knows this. Um, but it's Pam Grier. That's why I bought it, and because of Aaron Pant's promotion of it. Coffee is another Pam Grier, and I bought this particular version because it has all these special features on it, but it's a German edition. Of course, it's got English on the front and German on the back. Yeah, a bunch of German on the back here. There is an English. I digged into a little bit. I didn't really watch it, but I looked at some of the special features. Just peeked at them. I believe some of them are in German, but you can watch them with English subtitles. And there is a commentary or two, at least one commentary in English, and there's a commentary, I believe, in German, but you can get subtitles on them. So, yeah. Santa Sangre, Jodorowsky, Master Chaos TV, his YouTube channel. I'll put it right here. I think he's not wild about all of Jodorowsky's films. He wasn't wild about Holy Mountain. I don't know what to think of the Holy Mountain. I don't know. Certainly is a weird movie, Certainly kind of visually striking. So, but he likes this movie, and Aaron Pin promoted it a lot, and I find Jodorowsky interesting anyway, so I'll be looking at that sometime. And I did look at the disc a little bit. It's loaded with special features, like an hour and a half special feature, like a documentary or something, and maybe a half hour documentary, added another part, and then just lots and lots and lots of special features. When I say lots of special features, this is lots of special features. So, yeah, so that concludes this portion of the video, and I guess I'll deliberate as to what I'll show next, if I show anything. There will be a conclusion to all of this when I get done with this video. Maybe there'll be a part 2, so I'll be back. Okay, I've decided this is the conclusion of the video because it's going to go on for about an hour or so. And I've got to put the songs in, I've got to decide on those. And this is the end of the video right here, what you're watching, but it's going to be followed by a piece of music from the Hiroshima album. Hopefully that'll be done soon, but I'm just waiting on my cousin's daughter to sing on it, and I got to get some narration redone by my friend Sasha, and he already redid the poem, so that's done. But anyways, seeing that I have a huge collection of movies, for all I know, this video could be 3-4 hours long, and then I would overload the computer. Computer would get slow, or maybe some of the things I have stored on it would get pushed off, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to have to do this, what do you call it, to watch pile in parts. And I don't know the gaps of time that will be between each part, but I've shown you a little, and yeah, just keep your eyes peeled. I don't expect it fast or slow, but whenever I get to it, I'll get to it. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day. Bye now.